In this orthokeratology case, the patient is experiencing some glare and also blur, especially in the left eye with the lens on. So we're looking at the posterior topographies here, and we can see the treatment zone is a little bit small, especially in the left eye. They're also decentered a little bit temporally in both eyes. So I think one thing we'd want to do is try to center the treatment zones a little bit better. And I'm going to bring up the lenses that the patient's using. So here are the patient's lenses. This is the second set of lenses designed for the patient. And there's a little bit of difference between the two sides. My guess is the right eye was overcorrected, and so the power went down a little bit here relative to the left eye. We're also in freeform in the right and RCM in the left. So evidently there were some observations on previous examinations which led to some lens changes already. From this point, what I'd recommend is going a little bit larger with the lenses. I think we can go to about 11.5 in both eyes. And I would go from an RSIM to either a GSIM or a freeform in the left eye also. We can make some adjustments to individual meridians so as not to overcorrect corneal cylinder, especially here in the left eye. If we look at the over-refraction box, Wave predicts a diopter of against the real cylinder with the lens on. So that could explain why the patient doesn't see very well with the lens on. In the right eye, there's not quite as much corneal toricity, and so Wave only expects a half diopter with the lens on. So this would be with the lens on, or if we were to mold out 100% of the corneal toricity. In the post-wear refraction, I believe there was some against the roll astigmatism coming through in the refraction. Not quite as much as Wave was predicting, so we're not molding out the whole diopter and a half of withdrawal on the cornea that we see here, which is good in this case. We don't want to mold all that out because it will lead to too much induced cylinder, and that'll be blur not only with the lens, but also blur without the lens. Here we have a perspective lens design. This is a new lens design. Right eye, I'm in freeform mode. I did turn the blending back on. I unchecked the box because I increased the OZ and IC to 7 and 7.6. This gives us less peripheral lens to center on the cornea, and having the blending turned off, I feel helps to get that lens to decenter a little bit more. So I turned it back on because we don't have as much lens aligning on the periphery of the cornea. The broader OZ should help with the glare, give it a slightly larger treatment zone. I changed the overall day average to 11.5. And then one final thing I would do here in 50% mode is to just bring up in the vertical meridian. And this will get us a little bit less molding in this meridian. We don't want to mold too much in this direction because we have opposite fill powers in the refraction and on the cornea. So we have a larger lens, larger OZ, and then a little bit of change in the periphery and the vertical meridian, blending turned back on. I think this lens should stay well centered on the cornea, give the patient a larger treatment zone to help with the glare, and we are also taking a measure to make sure we don't overcorrect the corneal toricity. I would make the same type of lens for the left eye. Hopefully that will get your patient seeing a little bit better with better quality vision. Hope this helps.